Alright. Go ahead and get another run in here. So we got pretty OP combo here. We start with some pretty OP cards. We got the overrated Pyre, but that's okay. It'll be nice in an overpowered combo just to go hog wild. I can't imagine this will be a tough run. So, I don't know. I need to get a recording in though, so whatever. Won't be a tough one, unfortunately. I mean, we could maybe just take a few things that are out the norm. What's more fun? Dragon Horde or getting a bunch of slays? I mean, the Hothead's going to get all the kills. Hothead's just objectively better than Lord Phoenix, so yeah, we'll just do this. Get some sort of value out of Phoenix. Alright, definitely going to just do that. I could get more eggs, I guess, if I go top here, huh? Nah, just go bottom here. Go like this, I think. So we'll just do this. The regen is like pretty much equivalent to reanimate at this point. I might as well kill them all with the spikes. Any point in taking damage here? We still might have a little bit of trouble with the boss, so I should do this. I'll just get together a bunch of sap for the boss. Big time sapped, buddy. Unfortunately, we did not get to 6. Though I suppose what I could do, could draw. Why don't I have? Oh, I like just didn't even see the Spear Stewards, I guess. I don't know if there's much way for me to try to get that 6th horde here. We'll just try to kill him. And if I could get really fancy, maybe I could calculate it real close and stuff, but I don't really think these are worth adding. None of them are better than Nyx. Okay. Well, I kind of just want to take the overworked assistant. I don't know. I feel like I'm an old dog and I can't change my tricks or something. I don't know. I can't resist taking this. It's just like, it goes against my soul. I might as well leave it still. Take that, actually. Just get some automatic Pyrogel. Cost reduction spell chain is about all I have going to the left, so maybe not a good time for that. Might as well go to the right then. We get maybe some sort of greed related thing with Pyreborn, and maybe a dualism. Hey, there we go. Dualism. Titanite as well. Alright, these are not greed related, though probably this is positive for now. So definitely dualism here. Could add Titanite here. Is fine. Just add some health to it. Put some Avarice on this. And call it a day. I think we'll maybe. So it's Quicksilver Cherubs. Go up top like that, and then. Should have done that first, I suppose. Not that it necessarily matters. Put you up here. That way we at least get some gold here. Do I want all of them coming in at once? I feel like I do. I mean, if we're going to hothead, might as well hothead them properly. Put some rage on. Oh, and we can't get rage. What am I talking about? This might actually be an okay. And I'm pretty sure this guy with Titanite is going to annihilate the bus. So let's just do this. Try to not leak here if we can. Okay, they're dead. We could put that in front. Kind of do like it in front here. And then let's do that. Try to get that coming up there. And we'll just stack reanimate here. Four's fine. Actually, just gonna do that. Alright, got to 5. I could be putting Phoenix up higher and maybe I get to 6, but I don't know. Lava Armor is marginally takeable, but with the Calcified Ember, I don't even know. It's not really all that needed. No, skip. Alright, very easy choice there. Shale Shell. I like Ember Charge here. Taskmaster is actually what I should have took. I forgot that we have the egg. We have egg. What's his name? It's fine. So considering our main game plan here is really just to get Overk Assistant to destroy everything. We want to start getting stuff that we can life Myther's Pyre. And right now it's looking like the vanilla mix card could be it if we can spell chain it. Alright, first things first. Also, we have a double stack that we can put here. That could also work. If I can consume remove it as well. I don't really care about holdover. I mean, I could holdover seek it and regain it. I don't think that's particularly powerful. I'd rather reroll here. Alright, nothing that we really want. Intrinsic. I might still take that. Hydra Armed Horror, who normally is pretty automatic for me to take, but we have no equipment. It's just not making sense here, and even the Plague Doctor doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So, we could take this. I think I would take a look here first. Savage Skin, Savage Heart. I actually think I might just take this. I mean, I could give him the Rage, but this pretty much just, like, early on it's going to be maybe a little iffy for me to get Overwork Assistant, but if I can just stall out fights, the early Titan Skin's actually pretty powerful for that, so we'll do that. We'll be getting gold in the meantime. We're not quite ready to really have the whatchamacallit pop off, the Overwork Assistant. So in the meantime, we'll just secure our way there. Alright, Siphon. We still go like this. Come on, Lifesteal. I just want to keep this guy alive. Oh, I don't have the thing. Alright, let's get rid of that while we can. Let's move that guy to the other floor. I don't know, do I want to stay in this? Because if I re-roll, next mix is not so good. I know we want to do that. If I do this, it's just giving me a little bit of extra damage. Honestly, it might not be that relevant. I think I should just hold it for now. I should probably give this guy some rage, though, just to try to get some actual damage going. We're going to give him some rage, I guess, but I just I should have took the rage when I could. Well, I need to do this now before he dies, so we'll do that. I guess I should have procced Hothead up top. That was pointless that I didn't. We got that. We can prep that for the Overwork Assistant, which we're apparently bottom decking. That does kill it. So we can do that. This guy's hitting us, huh? Not anymore. Alright, we got our Overwork Assistant finally. I definitely don't want that thing killing us. Could put this behind here. And as weird as this is, I just want to not redraw this. It's like important for me to have a good redraw. Yeah, I think we're okay for now. Oh, and I should do this. I'm just trying to limit the siphons, so like I couldn't remember if he was coming back mid or not. So I'm targeting the little units. Alright, don't need to use the ability here. I'd rather save it for this, I think. He's at 8. I don't think I want him to start exploding yet. So if I had Taskmaster's Lash, I'd be getting more eggs here. Getting unlucky on the reanimates here. We just mix again. There we go. I'm gonna save this for the next turn if I don't draw Golden Hand or whatever. Got it. Alright, they're dead, so I'll just save this for the boss, I suppose. Could still hit it now. I mean, this boss is definitely dead, right? I don't know if that's for sure happening. Wait, when did I play a card up here? Oh, I played the thing, right. Alright, well that's fine. We'll just keep stacking this. I think I might get more money out of just proccing this now, though, so I will. He's actually dead without me doing anything. If that's the case, I probably shouldn't play anything, actually, because then I'll just get more money, so seems fine. Alright, 75 bucks. Not super high, but it's okay. Haha. Yeah. Yep. 5 is the magic number, apparently. This could be okay. I mean, just initial more health. I don't want to necessarily start exploding immediately. Could have also taken the dragon damage, but it's quickly going to become irrelevant. We go either route here. I think I'll just go left, because even just a zero cost intrinsic is okay to dupe. We'll do that, and then we start with reanimate at that amount. We don't want large stone. Do I even care to reroll them? Like, I really don't need any. I'm only going here for this. This actually I'll duplicate. This looks better at the moment. And get 15 gold. Might as well. I can see Taskmaster's Lash again. I need to get that though. We'll go like this. Alright, I have a spare ember. I'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, drawing all 3 of these before our dude. I guess I could also just dupe that dude since I've got all the upgrades I need on it. I'm gonna go for rage here. And instead of killing the backliner here, I will just hit this, because this guy's pretty tanky. I could also do that, but I think I'd rather save it. I could do that if I was like desperate. Alright, he'll die to that, so let's go here. So I could put this guy at the bottom, or put him up here. I could just put him up there. Just do that. Because obviously we don't actually want to hold this anymore, so I might as well just do this. So we have greens now. Let's get you incanting. Well, I don't know that I can actually stop this guy from damaging me, so unfortunately, it just sort of is what it is. He's getting hit. That's fine, I'm not going to be able to get another one out of him anyway. That'll take care of him, that'll take care of that. Yeah, this won't be a problem because we're gonna We're gonna dominate this fool. Oops. Should have hit spikes technically. When it doesn't give you reanimate, you might as well do spikes because obviously you're gonna be at 0 health. No way. This is so powerful that it's actually just killing them. That's pretty wild. Like, that's crazy. I mean, I guess it makes sense. These early game things that don't have a high attack amount, like Titanite plus Titan skin, nothing's getting by that. We're making good money. It's gonna be a long one here. You guys, it's 2 damage to me. Make it rain. Honestly, this card is so automatic almost all the time, and we have a ton of gold for it, but it comes with a calcified ember, and I'm debating not taking it, honestly. Here's my logic. I mean, if the game plan is overwork assistant and, you know, why add something that isn't that game plan? It is kind of just an all-in game plan. So, could take the Mind Cage, though, if I wanted extra greed. Just put that on the... I mean, it's obviously very good on the Hothead, but if I'm not going to take a Make It Rain, I wouldn't take the Mind Cage for the Hothead, even though technically it earns me more gold to take it. Whereas Make It Rain technically loses me gold. We've already got to a threshold of gold where we'll never need gold again. So I don't need to earn gold. I don't need to worry about losing gold. But Mind Cage, you know, the eggs provide a resource that gold can't necessarily get us, which is extra artifacts. So Mind Cage helps me a little bit with that. It doesn't always, though, but I think it's probably worth taking. And Organ Harvester will be positive in most decks, just in this one it probably is not necessary. Darn, it's not going to give me Taskmaster's Lash anymore. We can do Shale Shell, I guess. Just earn a little bit of defense when we use those abilities. Could put Titanite there. That could help against Savagery, but again, we don't really care about Savagery. I didn't even really check the bosses, did I? Guess you don't need to when you get this clan combo. Quick. I just don't think we're really... Again, I don't think we're really looking for anything there. Crystallized Wing. I felt like this was bugged last time I used it. Either way, we don't have anything for it other than Tome of Horrors. Whereas Sketches actually gives me a way to just guarantee I get my guy out. So why not just get Sketches? So then I'm more so maybe wanting to dupe that unit right now. It's not even that needed. I mean, he'll go in wherever he goes in, and I can just remove all the stewards. Or all I need to do is remove 2 of them right now, and I'm good. And wherever he comes out is fine. I can just dupe other cards. So let's purge that. That and that. I actually over purged there, but I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe I eventually want to dupe it if it looks like 1 is not enough. But for now, I could dupe either the vanilla tome or just the vanilla secret ingredient or another one of these Forevermore serums. I think I like the secret ingredient as the next dupe, just to get some extra incants that are cheap and to get a mix going ASAP. Titan skin should be fine. we are good to go here. I should have done that first. I don't care about his damage. I want to get green going is what we want. 5 years later we get there. Let's do that for now. Alright. It's the only one I can actually kill for that. May do this just to get the incant. I'm trying to think. This guy is able to use his ability next turn. I don't even want that guy to go up there. Yeah, we'll just do it so I can get some more gold there. You never know. You never know if I need it. Just gonna prep it for the hothead. Ah shit, they have Titan Skin 9. That doesn't even work. I could do that and then that. I think it's worth it. Still don't need to do that. And again, we'll just do this. Oops. Oh, guess we're doing it again. Still don't need to play that. Got him. Alright, we finally got a real artifact. Definitely don't need any of that. Yeah, I don't really see why we would need any of that either. Surgical Strike could be interesting in some cases. Alright, there's our Taskmaster's Lash. I could throw some reanimates onto, what's his name, too. I'll just take this. I mean, it's... Maybe we get a room eventually, I don't know. Alright, we need some health. We need to get some upgrades, ideally on something. Okay, double stack obviously goes here. Now that's really good. Spell chain on one of these is really good, the intrinsic ones. Make sure to get some more of these down in cost. Surge Stone, one of these. Granted, that just hurt my ability to Taskmaster's Lash, but that's okay. Could make one of those intrinsic. Am I going to hit any more Merchant of Magics? And I don't have to hit this steel because we are able to pay for dupes, so I could hit that magic, I guess, but it's pretty low value. I'm just trying to think, like, I could just go intrinsic on this instead of consume removing it, and I can just dupe the thing a bunch. And I get the free dupe later. I think that's probably fine. We don't really need much more. As far as what to remove, I think we keep the golden touches for now. I get rid of some of these fire starters. I don't know. Maybe the explosive reaction we don't really need. Just go like that for now. But yeah, let's dupe this once at least for now. We'll see later on if we need more. damage and lifesteal. I wouldn't mind stacking like a little lifesteal here. Maybe, because I can just hit these Tome of Horrors. Yeah, let's do that. Can have that. I did that first because I didn't want to break a thing of lifesteal, but yeah, we can just do this now. And do I mix now, or do I just get rid of this? Probably just get rid of that. Could hit myself twice and get another thing out of this, but I don't think so. It's so... I always forget the weird fucking order of operations here. I'm like, how am I at 272 doing so little damage? But then I'm like, oh, right, because this thing. Well, that's fine. We'll just, you know... Reanimate 1. This guy will get taken care of fine, but I do need to probably get some damage on this guy. Let's do... I could also just do this. Why don't I just do that? That takes care of the problem. What am I saying? Honestly, I might just do it again. Because this guy should die up... Well, he's not necessarily going to die up there. Yeah, okay, let's just do this. Alright, that's fine. Alright, awkward turn for that, but whatever. Actually, we could do that. I'll hit him with the ability, I guess. I'm resourceful. Oh, wasted an incant. That's okay. Let's get some big time rage going here. You're dead. Looks like I'm getting bodied up here with, what's his name? Do I want to keep him alive? I don't know. Do I need to? I'm only at 4. How am I only at 4 Dragon Horde? I feel like I should be higher, shouldn't I? Let me see what this does. Alright, he's alive now. I don't... As long as I'm good there. Could clear this, but I don't think we need to. Just keep stacking here then. I should have killed my own guy there. That was stupid. Well, at least we got to 6. But yeah, it was very stupid of me not shoot my own guy. Well, they die next turn anyway, so it's fine. guess there's nothing more to do here. We got to 8. Smelted treasure. Spend 50, apply 50 to a friendly unit. I don't know about that card. It's definitely not going in this deck. Yeah, these are skipperonis for sure. Now I could do Ember. I think just draw here at this point is fine. Out of these, I guess that. Split Anvil is okay. Gel Transfuser could be okay. The Split Anvil makes more sense. Only really turn 1, but at least now the, I don't know, Explosive Reaction gets some play there. Let's see if we can get it. I don't really know what room would be useful. Boiler room, I guess. Even the weapons cache doesn't really make sense. Yeah, brick. Whatever. Not gonna add rooms that don't do anything for me. Take another one of them. And now we get 2 eggs. We'll go bottom there. I'll go with top with trying to think. I think the shields don't do anything to hotheads, so we're fine there. But yeah, we'll go top with all that. Never mind. Oh, that's fine. Just fuck them up with that then. And we'll go for now. Let's stack these. Just because I don't have a good way to kill them unless I roll blue. I'll just do that. Gotta hit that guy. Maybe I should have hit my own guy there. I should have just hit my own guy there. It was a mistake. But I think we'll still be fine. You know, I got... This guy will survive, so he'll do another 100. Then I can finish off up top. I could also root the guy if I needed to. Let me think. Let's see if we can... See if we can root him. Yeah, I only need to root him once. Although I guess this guy didn't... This guy needs one more stack of reanimate. Alright, 50-50. Or not 50-50, it was actually a 2 out of 3, but we lost it, unfortunately. Well, that's okay, we can just cook that for now. Let's do that. You're still fucking alive? Him being rooted is fine. Just gives us more time to find something, I guess. So I'll do that too. I don't know what we're gonna do about that. got our plan of action here. Alright, they're dead. And whatever. I think I don't need to take any more damage here. Do need to stack some more reanimate probably though. Let's get on that. We're already at 8 eggs, so we don't need Phoenix anymore. Though I suppose if I really wanted to, I could keep them alive here. If I get to 425, it's probably worth it. Yeah, let's do it. Giving her spikes is no worry to me. Bye-bye. Nope. Unless I want payoff, which I don't. Mixology for Calcified Ember. We could go left. I have a little bit of fire health that I need. Somehow, I don't know how that is. Have I really taken that much fire damage? Feels like I haven't, but apparently I need fire health still, so I could go left just to get the fire health and then get this mixology down. I don't know. I don't know that... I basically already have mixology at 0 cost with my artifact for most turns, and that also adds a Calcified Ember, so I don't really think it's worth it. As good as this is, in most cases, just isn't really all that needed here. None of these really do anything. Just take this, I guess. Just gonna get the free dupe and removals here. It's better. Equipped. Do I literally have any equipment in this deck? I guess I technically have equipment. Might as well take that then. First time you summon a whelp. I don't have those. I guess we can take that as well. We've got so much money here. Lightstone casing. Well, that would have been nice to go left, but whatever. Take those. Just give him multi-strike for the hell of it. And then, I don't know, the fire starter's been okay. Let's get rid of maybe a golden touch. I don't need 2 of them, 1 of them's fine. I could get rid of 1 secret ingredient as well. Maybe I'll get rid of 1 fire starter here. And then we'll dupe for sure that. Then what are we going to do with the money dupes? I mean, I could just get like a ridiculous amount of these. I have so many intrinsic cards though. Like I might just draw too many intrinsic cards. Tell you what though, I don't care. It's my favorite card. Let me eat cake. I want my cake and I want to eat it too. I just want to see what this page looks like here. Alright. That is my book. welcome to it. Let's have us some fun. Yeah, we can draw a card with whatchamacallit. I don't know why I'm going green here. Alright, suck on that. Keeping Lord Phoenix alive is definitely in my interest, but how realistic is that? Let me think. So he hits me for 30. I can hit this right now and I clear. So why don't I do that? He lives. I could just sap this guy, I guess. Need to get this guy some lifesteal or something. I could toss one of these his way. Lifesteal's probably better for him than reanimate at this point. Alright, whatever. You can have that. Am I going to be able to get to 8? I hope so. Just get some money. Why not? Well, he's alive. Let's make him more alive. Could have played that to maybe proc the thing, but whatever. So I'm at 11 reanimate. I mean, I really don't need any more than 11 here. Let's just put this here. I can try to get back to lifesteal if I need to. Alright, here's our chance for some lifesteal. Here, I'll just put this on the enemy because I don't want to accidentally kill him right here. Don't really need to play these. I could do this just to get my thing. Don't want to actually play that. Gold doesn't really matter to me at this point. Let's do that. So I could do this if I want to get... I'm already at 8, so it doesn't matter. Actually, yeah, we should just kill this guy flying kill then. At this point, it doesn't matter. I don't know how... May not be able to accomplish that. Well, I could have flying killed here and messed it up. Conduit. None of these actually help me. Right? So, skip. Because I want to hit myself usually when I'm doing spell damage. Center Salve, I guess, is okay. I've seen these already twice. Kind of bad artifacts, honestly, all together, other than the sketches, which I had to pay for. I guess the mix one is good too, but again, that was just a default one. Like, all the ones I've actually gotten from the eggs haven't really been too useful to me, I feel. Did I buy Ember Staff? I feel like it's not ever proccing. Right, big value there. Havasu, I don't care about keeping Phoenix alive in this fight, so we can just have him die. Though I guess we'll actually help this guy out. That way we can just keep our health up here longer. Yeah, that works. Alright, you're dying. I'm just going to put this here. We could also throw some saps up top. Just save some health. For now, though, if it's going to give me the green, I'll at least do the green thing here. Alright, we procced that. Nice. Alright, there's sap. I could hold it for a bit, though. So, let's see. Let me just throw these here. I want to keep this guy alive, probably, but do that for now. We can use Mix and Pyrogel to help us up top, because this guy obviously doesn't need any help. That's a weak turn. Alright, you're doing alright. Let's get some big sap, and if it doesn't, whenever it doesn't give us sap, we'll take the melee weakness. Okay, so mainly sap. We'll play it now. He's sapped for some time here, and he'll be taking some extra damage. Might as well play that every turn, because it'll be available every turn. Play it before I forget. You're at 12. You're going to be good for some time. Might want to just put this here if I have to. I'll hold it for now and see. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's go for more melee weakness now at this point. Sap if we have to. Yeah, we'll just reach for melee weakness now. Alright, that's a good amount. That'll accelerate it greatly. Could have also maybe just waited till next turn, but this seems fine. Thank you for the extra blight. Looks like he should be dead up top, so we're good there. Alright, GG. Never had any doubt in my mind that we were winning that one. But it was fun just to stomp, I guess, and get a bunch of artifacts that mostly ultimately weren't too useful to me. But yeah, I mean, it's a really strong combo. You basically have the two most powerful clans. I don't know that okay, Lazarus for sure is the most powerful. Pyreborn is not necessarily the most powerful, but it is when the other clan covers their ass, so to speak. You know, Pyreborn always has the potential gap of defense, particularly in, like, a lot of times the weak early game, which Lazarus does not have any problems with that. Lazarus has no problems with literally anything in the game, but they particularly excel in defense and early game, and mid and late game, and offense, and utility, and like good champs, good starter cards, the best starter cards. Well, Mix is the best starter card. I don't know how good the Exiled Lazarus starter card is. It's probably the best of the unit starter cards, but unit starter cards suck complete ass. I mean, yeah, if I don't know what else to say about this run. It wasn't hard, but maybe at least you can see the game plan. It's like, there's other strong cards, but at a certain point you just don't take them, because why do that when I can just stack a bunch of reanimate on a dude that will clear everything in the game? But yeah, I mean, if I were to like rank the starter cards, I would say for sure Mix is the best, Lazarus. Then it's contested after that, I would say. Like, can I actually just say starter? Yeah, it doesn't. Well, so go to 1-0, cover most of them. Go 1 for spell. So okay, Just Cause is definitely up there. That's a strong contender for the second best one in the game, I would say. The Valor amount is okay, but the advance is the main thing there. Just having a starter card that you can there's a lot of flexibility you can do with it, but it also just enables a lot of broken things in Banished. Inspire, on the other hand, is pretty low. Might be one of the worst, in my opinion. Then Pyreborn, Firestarter's okay. I used to like it more. I don't hate it, but it's not. I don't think it's amazing. And then, obviously, this Bloated Whelp, I think, is potentially the worst starter card in the game. Unlike a lot of the other unit starters, it actually costs Ember. The only other one is the Imp, Queen's Impling, but I find Queen's Impling way better than this card. This card just completely sucks. Like, if it costs 0, then it'd be okay. That's what I would say. It really should just cost 0, in my opinion. But, yeah, that's Bloated Whelp's definitely among the worst. And then, yeah. So we have to go to 0 for both these. I think Witch Weave's one of the worst. Witch Weave is definitely one of the worst in the game. The only time it ever feels good is when you're Incant Ekka. And even then, I kind of need the attuned granter card, whatever it's called, silver potion, whatever. What is that card called? Like silver ink. Without silver ink, even with Incant Ekka, it doesn't feel amazing. But as a basic card with no conduit or anything, it's so bad. Definitely a contender for worst in the game, though. At least unlike Bloated Whelp, there is some upside. There is Bloated Whelp with Melting Remnant that can sometimes be useful if you get the right artifacts, but for the most part it's bad. And I don't know, Moon Ritual was hard for me to evaluate. It feels great in that that it's not Witch Weave, and B, that it's can enable some direction with, like, okay, I got some conduit in the deck by default, I have some shift in the deck by default, and I have some control over my moon phase if I want to use like Shade Guard or something like that. But Ring 1, it sucks usually, especially if you don't start with any actual damage spells. Like, I had one. I'm playing on the test server, so, but nothing. The run I'm thinking of, like, I lost a run on the test server recently, and it was nothing too specific to anything that's being tested, but it was just like, I died Ring 1 because it was pretty much an unwinnable seed. Like, I could maybe replay it and find some weird path to victory, but like, there are just some starts where you have, like, for instance, Bloated Whelp and a Moon Ritual start, and like a Miser, and a champ like Ekka or something. It's just, but it wouldn't be Ekka because it's a Moon Ritual. But I can't remember what the champ was. It wasn't a good one, but yeah, it wasn't good. I died Ring 1. And it was something that could have happened in the base game, too. Luckily it didn't, so still got my perfect record, so to speak. But yeah, it's pretty bad for Ring 1 in most cases, which makes me not like it, because a lot of how I want to evaluate a starter card is how it literally does in Ring 1. So I actually don't like Moon Ritual that much these days, but maybe I'm just freshly salty on it. And then we got Eager Conscript versus Spore Touch. I think Spore Touch is pretty decent. It does quite a lot of damage early. It's pretty similar to, like, if you remember back to Monster Train 1, DLC, Wormkin. Like, I think it's pretty similar in value to, I can't remember the name of the card now, but, oh yeah, Sharded, shall we say. That card's probably a little bit better than Spore Touch, but it's pretty close. And so I do like Spore Touch. I rank it in probably the upper 25% of the starter cards. But there isn't like a whole lot of upside with it. Whereas the Eager Conscript, I don't think it performs well in Ring 1, so I don't like it in that sense, but it does at least make you confident that you can use any sort of the rally banner units, whereas, Spore Touch, there's often some speculation you have to do there. So that's the main thing I see from Eager Conscript, but I do think it's pretty bad as an actual early game card. Spawn 1 really doesn't do much. Like, that's a 3-4 for 1 Ember is not good value at any point in the game, really. It's really just only good for triggering rallies, in my opinion, because you're not going to build a big mushroom using this card. It's quite literally just for rallies and I guess harvests. But so I don't actually rank Eager Conscript that high. Then we already kind of talked about this, but for sure Mix is far and away the best, and it is not close. Like, it is not even remotely close. I've hell vented. I mean, I can't count how many times I have duped Secret Ingredient, and I can't even think of too many times I've ever duped any other starter card. It's just not close. And this card, like I said, I think of the unit starters, it's the best. You know, it costs 0, and it enables a lot of stuff with Lazarus. It kind of enables the other side of things, the whole equipment and stat-based line of whatever. But and it also is really good with Baron Grail, but it is still just good in general. Things like Pincushion and whatnot, or Hydra Arm Horror. All that being said, though, it's like, I don't know, they're not amazing. Like, as an actual unit, it's not that good. It still does some okay damage, I guess. It's basically a drag. It's just better than a drag, pretty much. It's pretty much the same thing, other than it gives you actual synergy with the clan and stuff. And then we get to the Monster Train 1 stuff. And, you know, Queen's Impling. I liked Queen's Impling, obviously, a lot more in Monster Train 1 because the essence was really good, especially with Transcendent. That being said, though, it's still okay. It's 16 damage for 1. Early on, that's pretty good. So it's like, it's okay for Ring 1, and then it also enables Shardtail Queen to do stuff, but other than that, it's not much upside with it, so I don't rank it that highly. Definitely liked it a lot more in Monster Train 1. Then Torch is okay. It does 3 damage. It's not that good, I would say. Like, I'd probably rank it in the lower 1/3 or so of the cards. But it's nice to be able to kill collectors and backliners, so it's good for that. Plus, you can hit your own units with it sometimes. It's okay for that. And then, Restore. I think Restore's better in Monster Train 2 than it was in 1. I mean, obviously, the actual amounts have gone up. It does regen 2 and 4 health, and that's actually pretty good. I mean, in early game, you can stack regen with that. And, I mean, or the regen, I guess, is the same, but, like, you can stack the regen while also, like, maintaining a high amount of health, which really helps with killing the bosses. So it's okay early on, but then it also works with Thorn Hollow, which is one of the best Awoken units. And Awoken Hollow is a usable unit. It works with that as well. Beyond that, I don't know. I'm not really running Explosive Sentient much, so, you know, and then I think Steel Singer absolutely sucks as absolute cheeks in Monster Train 2. I know they attempted to buff it, but it's not enough. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it takes a... It can be usable, I guess, but I don't know. It costs like flat stats. I take it or leave it. I don't know about them in Monster Train 2 a lot of the time. And then Root Seeds is a card that I think fell off a lot in Monster Train 2, in my opinion. Which is funny too, because you're usually taking an Ember upgrade, at least with your first upgrade in a lot of cases, which is usually good with Root Seeds, but it's just the fact that the actual attack amount is completely irrelevant in Monster Train 2 World of Scaling. It was already borderline too slow in number 1, but I don't know, I feel like they could probably make it 3, and I still wouldn't like it that much. It probably should be 3. But at 2, it's just not worth me playing in most cases unless I'm triggering an incant or something. So I actually rank Root Seeds pretty low in Monster Train 2. Frozen Lance, the damage went up to 10 in Monster Train 2, but this was always one of the worst cards in the first game, and I think it's still pretty bad. You know, the only reason it exists a lot of the time is just for Conduit Tethys to have a cheap incant, and that's pretty much it. Like, the damage is completely irrelevant. So it's contender for worst, I would say. But even though it's a contender for the worst, I will say it still feels better in Monster Train 2 than it does in 1. Even beyond the slight increase of damage, like, I guess it seems to feel somewhat valuable sometimes, I guess. I don't know. And then Forgotten Power, I don't know. Forgotten Power I probably like less in Monster Train 2 because I'm less often taking draw upgrades. And it was a card that was much better when you're taking double draw every game, but I suppose with less cards in your hand, it's more of a liability. And the number didn't really go up. I can't remember if it was 6 or 8 in the original, but it's a Frostbite that it's still like pretty good early. Like if you can get that onto the boss, it helps a lot in Ring 1. So I still think it's okay. It's better. It's probably still better than the Lance, but it definitely went down in Monster Train 2 for me. I think it's pretty bad. And then so Plink still sucks. It's so bad. Like Morsel, especially because morsels are so good in Monster Train 2, in my opinion. Like, I think they're quite good. You've seen me run plenty of Umbra builds that run off morsels and just, they obviously pop off. And Plink is not a reliable way to get morsels, especially when, like, there are some fun plays that exist that rely on rubber morsels, such as like a Spell Chain Shroud Spike. And the only way to get rubber morsels is through your starter cards. All the actual morsel making cards do not make rubber morsel. So Plink stinks, let's put it that way. It's just completely unreliable, and I hate it. And it doesn't have the upside of like the big spell damage upgrades from like Divine Temples that Monster Train 1 had. So all in all, I think Plink is definitely a contender for worst starter card in the game. Meanwhile, the Shade Splitter is really good. I think it's up there, top as one of the top cards. It performs at all stages of the game. It's just unfortunately can be a little unreliable sometimes if you do need it to do something specific, but mainly it's just there to give you gorges, and no matter what it gives you, it should be powerful in Ring 1 to like help you at least get through that ring, so it at least is good there. But unlike Plink, it's a reliable way to get morsels out and start gorging. So especially if you just want to get like your gorge penumbra going, or get a Shadow Eater some AoE splash damage, Shade Splitter is going to be your way to do that. And the Melting Remnant, I think, I don't know. I've not a huge fan of either of their starter cards in Monster Train 2. I think Primitive Mold is significantly worse in Monster Train 2 than it was in 1, which is weird because you're playing more units typically in 2. But I think the other context here is like, as a result, it's harder to actually keep your reform pool clean. And even if you wanted to, which you can do, but even if you wanted to, it's like there's a cost to doing that, because you just can't like indiscriminately play things on all your floors, which you usually do kind of want to do in Monster Train 2, especially with Melting Remnant. It also just sucks complete ass in Ring 1 unless you're specifically getting some Burnout Extension to go along with it. Just bringing back a unit with 1 Burnout is not very good, and that's a lot of the time all you're getting from it, and that's like recipe for death against the super strong Ring 1 bosses. So I think Primitive Mold's actually one of the worst starter cards in the game now. Outside of Firelight Little Fate, I guess. With Firelight Little Fate, it's fine, but that's just the one thing. And then Dregs, they're the final one on our list here. I don't know, they suck. What's there to say about Dregs? They don't give you any direction. They're Burnout of 2, they don't stick around and do anything. Like, you have to have like supporting cards to do stuff with it. But at least they're, unlike the Bloated Whelp and Queen's Imp for that matter, at least they cost 0. So you can at least play them out, and then they'll die. But I think the added context here, like, they were easier in Monster Train 1 to just sort of play out, because you're very infrequently would you actually have all 3 floors filled up. Whereas in Monster Train 2, I'll pretty much always have all 3 floors filled up when I'm playing Melting Remnant. So the dregs often can't even really get played out to like help your redraw consistency to find better cards, because I literally can't put them down because, you know, you have 3 pip train stewards and 2 pip spear stewards, so like that already takes up most of the train. Then you got your champ and then your starter banner unit, so there's not much room for dregs past that. So I don't know, they feel bad. I should probably do like a lay them all out and try to rank them against each other, but I think it doesn't matter at a certain point. I think really it's just like they either fall into a category of like really bad, fine, decent, and then great. And you can kind of already get a sense for what I've thought of them as I went through them there. But yeah, that's my thoughts there. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.